Hello everyone, Neofizz here, and welcome back to my short series showing the worlds that I did in Minecraft before I started recording. This is my third world, and in this world, I will show you that I ended up on an island. Little island in the middle of nowhere, and unlike my first world, I didn't adventure off of this island. I spent time leveling the forest here, getting lots of wood. At one time I replanted it to get lots of wood and then cleared it out again. My main focus was having this garden set up to get my food. And I made this cactus farm but never used it. And I did a lot of terrain shaping around here. All these funny things here were little enclosures I made to trap snow golems that I made that were supposed to be kind of like a perimeter security thingamajiggy, but it didn't work out good. They just got killed all the time, so I didn't continue to create them. Instead, you can see over here I started creating these iron golems because I did a lot of mining in this world and got lots of iron. So I made a bunch of iron golems, and there's only a few left around. A lot of them ended up in the water or got killed by skeletons from a distance shooting at them until they were done. As you can see, I didn't do any animal breeding here at all. I really wasn't too concerned with that. I got this shelter here together with the standard murder holes all around, and at that time if you put these signs in there, the mobs would not see them as holes and would walk right in. This little walkway here is actually water all underneath, and I used to have reeds growing on both sides here, or sugarcane, sorry. But then I decided that was obscuring my view from the mobs too much, and I took them out and put them all over there instead. You can see I bred dogs. They were supposed to be protecting me. Oh, and incidentally, I saw a tutorial on this thing here, and I thought, well, this is really cool. Was the fastest elevator there is this minecart elevator. No redstone, but it moves really quick. And then I saw something on one of these drop chutes you could use, and I did that. So I put my enchanting table up here, and once again, this was back in the 1.2.5 days when you needed 30 bookshelves in order to get to level 50. Well, now you only need 15 to get to level 30, and 30 is the maximum enchantment, but this was way back then, so that was a nice little thing I did there. And I spent a lot of time with this shelter, as you can see. It looks pretty nice, or at least I can see all around. This here is a cobblestone generator I created, and I believe here's where I could go down and take a look. And this is the first world where I actually started doing redstone. Ooh! So I, read up on or watched videos and read up on it and did some of the contraptions that people were showing, and I thought this cobblestone generator was neat. And so instead of digging the land away like crazy to get cobblestone, I just made the generator and did that to make stone, cobblestone cooked to stone bricks, or smooth stone that I could turn into stone bricks, and I could do some building based on that. So I put this building in. I have a mine that I went down and worked on. This was branch mining I did. I ended up getting tons of diamonds doing that. I went like crazy. You can see I got a whole horde of diamonds here, and if you look, I'm just decked out with diamond equipment. So this is like the first time I had all kinds of diamond stuff too. And so that mine served me well. And in this world, I may be on a tiny little island, and I never adventured off of it, but I spent a lot of time in the Nether. This is the first time that my main focus was being in the Nether. So we'll take you there to show you what I did. I've got this nice shelter here with the nether warts growing, and I built this all around. And there's the ghast wanting me. We're a little better at getting these guys than we used to. And so I built this shelter around here, and I eventually found a nether fort, and this is the first time. They blasted my door away on me, eh? Okay, well, let's put it back. Like the stone, the ghast can't blast, but he can still blast your wood. So here I made this tunnel. I ventured off. I ended up wandering this way across here and found a nether fort off in that direction, and then made this walkway to get to it. So this was kind of my first major project, and when I did it, I ended up going this way first, and this turned out to be the long way, as you can see. And then after I kind of got settled, I realized it was the long way, and I built another way that was shorter. But I'm going to take the long way just so you can see what I was originally experiencing here. Yeah, it's a bit of a run. I had to build this little bridge to get across here. And now I usually make a 3-high hallway. This kind of feels a little cramped. So, and look, there's some guys there that want to say hi, but we're going to take them down instead. Uh-oh. Dang. I hit a zombie pigman by accident. Oh no, that's not a zombie pigman. That's a nether skeleton. And they didn't exist when I built this world, so it wasn't an issue dealing with them. And okay, so I did go the right way. Turn here, and this is what I spent a lot of time on here in this world, is working on my first blaze farm. And this blaze farm was basically entirely modeled after the design that Etho had created, and it works very well, and that's why I was able to get a lot of levels and enchant things. But you can see I don't have a lot of enchantment, but I got a darn good sword. I had some good picks and stuff, but I wasn't wasting all my enchantments on stuff. At the time, you needed 50 levels to get to the max, so it took, even with this blaze farm, took a bit of time to do that sort of thing. So I didn't have a lot of stuff with enchantment at the time. This just goes out to the open. But if we go down here, I spent a bit of time on this. Here, while I'm waiting for the blaze to build up, I could be farming my nether wart, which was something I did here. And while I'm fighting farming the blaze, the nether wart could be growing as well. So, took a bit of time to do this one. This one's all suspended up in the air, and I'm not even sure how I managed this, to be honest. I think that this was a tower I built based on, and I think I took it all out. But this is something down here I spent a lot of time on. This is the first time I had this idea, and I spent time doing this, and I referred to this as a ghast killing field, where I've got a nice flat spot that I can run around, and they can't get me very easily. And it's all stone that they can't blow up, and I don't think I can get him from here, but we'll try. No, here he comes. Didn't get him. But I could run around here and shoot the ghast, but I eventually realized this wasn't nearly as big as what I needed. I needed actually a much bigger space than this for fighting these guys, because you can see, once again, they're way too far away for me to get their drops. But hey, it was a learning experience, and it was kind of fun setting this all up. The only The only weakness here is the door itself that the gas can blast away. They won't see me when I'm here, so I could do glass for a lot of it. They could blast the glass, but they never see me and they can't blast it, right? So I spent quite a bit of time building this. The on-off system, the buttons to do the crushing and everything like that. So this all worked really good. You know, this was like Etho's little design for crushing them and whatnot. Excuse me. And then you could come in and be a one-punch kill afterwards, right? So I spent a lot of time leveling here and getting the goods. There's some out there that want me. And it was a good thing. But that's about all I did with this world. I played around with this, and then I got tired of being on an island and just having this, so I moved on and built another world after this one. But I thought, well, this one was a nice learning experience, my first experience doing redstone, and I learned a lot from it. Just you know, building the wiring down here. It was kind of hairy to do, but once I got it all done, I started to understand how it worked and got more involved with redstone in the future here. Right? So this was, like I say, a lot of fun doing this one, and it looks really good too. I like using the glass here to keep it all enclosed so I can see all around, but the ghast out there can't see me and they won't be blasting me. The sound of the blaze, though, is no fun, though. They get a little irritating after a while. But I'll show you the other way back now. It's this way. So instead of making this turn here, like before, I would go straight through. And that's because I realized there was a straight way to get there. So I made this straight line method. To get all the way back. But once again, that's about the extent to my adventuring in the Nether. I really didn't go any further than that, but at least I was a lot more brave in this world. I was starting to get my confidence going, and wasn't nearly as stressed about going into the Nether to lose everything, because with the diamond equipment now, I could handle getting blasted a lot, and I would be able to do things that I couldn't do before. But yeah, that mine served me quite well. Oh, it's nighttime, so let's bring it back to daytime here. And there was one other thing here, because while I was, you know, leveling all of this and whatnot, you can see I only went so far, because where all the tall grass is growing, I really didn't do anything up beyond that point. Like I say, I never actually farmed the animals. I would kill them occasionally, but I basically just let them be. I was too busy working in the Nether to bother with them much. But I was it here? I think it was over here. Yeah, there it is. I was mining, following a mine shaft or a tunnel, and I come to this spot here that was all open. It took me a while to figure out where it actually went, but I'll go backwards out of this. So I adventured all through here. This was pretty extensive. I probably got some diamonds here, but there was one thing that I did find. Oh, look, I'm hungry. That's why I can't run. Okay, now we can go for it. And here, this is the first time I ever found a spawner and didn't destroy it. I was going to farm it, but then I didn't because I got busy with other things. But you can see I'm systematically laying the torches so I can find my way out. I put the torches always on the the right side, so when I want to get out, I follow the torches on the left side, for the most part at least. So, ooh, I can't get out going up that way. So I must have to go back this way. Yeah, this is the way out. So this is one of my more adventuresome shots down into the caves and whatnot, where I really had no fear to do it because I had lots of diamond to keep me protected instead. Now there was another spot way over here I found, and I was going to explore it, but then I eventually moved on to another world and forgot all about this one. I think it was over this way. Yeah, we're getting close. You gotta be careful when you're running, because suddenly the world can drop out from under you, like here. And this is the first ravine I had found, but I didn't actually explore it, it looks like, because I don't see any torches down there, so I must not have explored it. But I had to keep being careful not to fall down into it, that's for sure, because especially if you're running along, like I say, you're running along, suddenly, whoop, no ground under you. But yeah, that was the first ravine I had found, but didn't explore it. I think in my next world, I made more use of exploring a ravine and doing what I could with it. So, this is basically my third world. It seemed like a short and sweet sort of thing, but like I say, I spent a lot of time in the Nether and very little time out here in the overworld. Well, comparatively, you can see I leveled this all, so I spent quite a bit of time doing that. I think here it seemed important to have a lot of clear space so I could see the mobs coming from a good distance, and that's what that was all about. But that's about it. Short and sweet, smaller world, little island, and I didn't expand far except down into the Nether. So I hope you enjoyed watching this brief episode, and thanks for coming by. Take care, everybody, and stay tuned for the next episode where I think I had a much more extensive world. But until then, this is Neofizz, signing out.